Okay. So I take that back. Actually, yesterday I went to the gas station to get some money to pay for my taxi that brought me here to this hotel. And I went into the store, and it's right next to the immigration department here in the city where I'm at, and it's right next to a Burger King. And so when I got to the register, the woman who was there, when I got ready to check out, I bought 2 beers. Actually, I bought a 6-pack of beer. And when I got to the register, the clerk took a phone call, and in the conversation of the phone call, she mentioned something about $162 or so, and she said something about I'm not gonna pay, and she talked on the phone for a while, probably about maybe 2 minutes or so, and a line formed behind me. And so while I was waiting, you know, I asked her, I said, "Hi, I had a taxi waiting. You know, are you gonna sell me the beer?" And she talked on the phone a while longer, and I was reading the news. And so anyway, she talked on the phone a while, and then she hung up the phone. And after she hung up the phone, she said, no, I'm not going to sell you the beer. And I said, all right, fine. And I went to another store, and I bought my beer. And the thing is that each and every store you go to, if I go to a gas station, and there's literally thousands and thousands of gas stations in this country, and the attendant there doesn't want to sell me a beer. Usually it's the shop owner's preference or decision whether or not they want to sell you a beer or not. And or whether they want to sell you anything, because I mean, people own a shop, they sell products, and usually a shop owner retains the right to do business with whomever they, you know, choose to or choose not to. So it's the same thing with the customer. The customer can choose to come and purchase, you know, if you're selling like, you know, like a music CD, or you got some song you're playing on the radio, customers can choose to turn the radio to another station, or to not buy a music CD, you know, if they don't want to listen to it. If they want to listen to it, you know, typically they have to buy the CD unless they stream it on the online service. And so, anyhow, I had used the ATM there, and I got my taxi driver to give me a ride to a Conoco store that was a few miles away. There was a Valero gas station right next door with at a Stripe store right next door on the other side of the immigration office. that I opted not to go to. I decided to leave the neighborhood and go to another station. However, in situations like that, I think everyone decides to deal with situations like that in their own way. So I decided to leave because for one, you know, people go through a lot of trouble to open stores and do business. Whether it was an issue of race or not, I was probably the only